Hello, I'm just going to run through how you fill in the options form for 22-23, and this applies across all the UG programs in SCAT-VC, but I will be using the third year theatre studies form because I'm familiar with that, but the principle remains the same. I think it's slightly different for the Warwick writing program because you have to interface more fully with the English department, but for all the others they are largely the same. So I'm logged in and I'm at the Warwick homepage, so I need to find SCAT-VC, so I can just type in SCAT-VC. Here it is, and here we are, big button bar here, module option preferences 22-23. So this is the landing page. What have we got here? Important thing to note, there is the options fair this coming Wednesday, 16th of March from 2 p.m. in Fab. And we're sending out something tomorrow because we've divided that into slots for the individual units. So there will be timings for that, but we're also hoping to have representatives from some of the other departments that offer modules so you can learn about theirs as well. So that's key date 16th of March. Another one is the deadline for submission, which is 12 noon on Wednesday the 30th of March. Okay, so on the rest of this page you have module information. So if I was to, what I'm going to do, because I might want to be using some of this information, I'm just going to open a link in a new tab. So I've clicked on Centre for Cultural Media Policy Studies, and this lists the options available by year, first, second and third year. Primarily would be of interest to CMPS students, but if you go to here, you can see more fully what it is that you're expected to choose. So how many modules are core and how many you can take as options. So let's just go back to my other tab. And then it's the same for the other units within SCAT-VC. But then if you go to this one here, modules in other departments, in fact, let me open this in a new tab, because what I might usefully want to do is to copy and paste some of these codes and titles into my form. So on this side here, we have all the modules in SCAT-VC that are available across SCAT-VC. So, for instance, these film modules here, obviously film first needs to satisfy film students with their selection of modules, but what we're hoping to do with this is then at the same time capture if you want to do a film module and put that down as one of your externals, if you're in, say, History of Art or Theatre Studies. So here are the ones that potentially will have availability. Similarly with History of Art and Theatre Studies, and creative writing as well. And then on the main portion of the page, these are departments that we've tried to sync with, specifically IATL, Global Sustainable Development and Liberal Arts, and also the Centre for Teacher Education. This one late on board, but there are a 15 and 30 cap module on Introduction to Secondary Drama Education if you wanted to do that. But all of these, what we're going to do with these, try and minimize this kind of frustration of running here and filling in this and then posting something at midnight in a graveyard or something or other, which is the complexity of the module situation, is you fill in these forms, you apply for modules across IATL, GSD, Liberal Arts, and then when it closes on the 30th, we'll bundle all those all up and send them directly to the department. So you simply need to use this form to select external modules from those units. Now, we haven't managed to bring the whole of the university into synchronization with SCAT-VC, and these are some of the departments whose modules you may be interested in taking. So we haven't been able to synchronize with these: classics, English, history, philosophy, or indeed something further afield. It may be that you have a yearning to do economics or a desire to do life sciences, but that then comes down to you getting in touch with the department, finding out what's available, when you apply, the means by which you do that, and to let us know by filling in on the form that you've done that with the module code, or perhaps in the extended text section if you feel that you want to give us more information so we're appraised of what it is that you're doing. So this is a really useful page for modules that we've kind of tried to synchronize to kind of minimize the hassle from your end, as well as the means by which, if you want to go further afield, how you go about doing that. So let me go back to my normal tab here. So module information, the departments, we've just looked at modules in other departments. And now we have the module forms. And as you can see, the size of the operation is indicated by the number of forms that apply, because different modules have different cores and options available to them, different kind of weightings of cats and so on and so forth. So as I said, I am not going to go entirely off piste. I'm going to choose a theatre and performance finalist form. So that's me for the purposes of this exercise. So I'm going to click that. And here we've got the kind of rubric. So for finalist theatre and performance studies, what you need to do is select 90 cats, because you've got to choose between two optional cores. So if I was to scroll down here, this is the first thing here. Which of the optional cores do you want to do? Research, dissertation, or practice-based research project? But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So you select those, and then beyond that you have 90 cats, of which 30 can be external in another unit of SCAP VC, or indeed in another department. So thankfully it auto populates my details, so that's me here, and you can submit multiple versions of this form. We will discard all the earlier ones and just take the latest one. So let's say I'm going to do research dissertation. So I've now got 90 cats to distribute. So this is something that they used in History of Art. We haven't used this in theatre before, but this way it captures across all the core modules that we offer, and also throws into the mix externals if you want to do them, your preferences for these modules. So you rank them in order, and you have 11 choices, 9 that we offer, and then up to 2 choices. Obviously it'd be leave one blank if you're not doing that. 2 choices if you're doing 2 15 cats. So let's just go through this. Now, because it's me, I'm going to choose my module because I've got to be there anyway, so why not? And as I've got this thing open here, let's just go back. So what I want to do is think, what on earth is this module about? So if I go to Theatre and Performance Studies here, we've got the list of modules, and there's a new module. To put the new thing here, and usefully here is some information about the module. So if I was still umming and ahhing, I could have a look at that. Okay. So back to my form here. So I've made choice number 1, that's 15 cats. I've got 90 to do. What else do I really want to do? I know there's another new module, Matters of Life and Death. Again, I could go back and have a look at that, but no, that's what I want to do. So I'm up to 45 of my 90 already. And well, I know for a start, say I did audience marketing last year, so I can't do that anyway, so that much will be my choice 11. What else do I want to do? Oh, applying theatres histories, so that will be my 3rd choice. This, and so what's that? 15, 45, 60, so I've got 30 to go. Right, I want to take an external module. Which one do I want to take? I've got my tab here, modules from other departments. Let's have a little look through. I think I want to take this as a finalist, serious tabletop game design. So this just means I can copy this, go here, and this will be my 4th choice. So my 4th choice is down here, 15 cat module here, and I'll put the choice in there like that. So it's clear what it is I want. And I've got 15 cats to play with, I believe. 15, 45, 60, 75, yes. So one further 15 cat module, acting in character. Right. So now it's a question of, I've got my first choice of 50 cats. What would I do if I couldn't get those? Well, I think I'd quite like to do love as the next choice. My next choice would be European. I can't do that anyway. Acting character I've chosen that one already. That one, yes. Exotic perspectives. Writing. Okay. And here I can put notes. So here I might say, already taken marketing. But it may be something more meaningful that you want to put in there, but I'm just showing you how you fill in the text box. Right, that seems to be okay. Now, as you'll notice, there isn't any means of you can only select one of these radio buttons. Site Builder, it has a bit of a major fail there, but when I was just testing this out earlier, it does do some basic error checking, so we'll see if I've done this correctly or no. Right, please rank query preference as 1N. Please select an item for every row. Okay, so I've got a first choice, a second choice, a third choice, a fourth choice, a fifth choice, a sixth, a seventh, but not an eighth. So my eighth choice there would be this. And I could just go over here and do, what would I take? I'd quite like to do this. Is there a third year history of art? Yes, here we go. I'd quite like to do this. It's a bit of a pain that they're links because you have to get right there. But no matter, right. So that would be my second choice there. Put that in. Now let's see if that works. It works. Okay, so just send me an email. By default it goes to your Warwick address. Click this, it will go to a different address. So right there. Okay, and now I should get an email. That sound, if you heard it, was the email coming through. How quick and efficient was that? So that's me going through a form. You may get stuck, you may get frustrated. I am on the end of my email, t.white@warwick.ac.uk, and we'll try to ensure that this is as smooth as possible. If there are errors and omissions, please let us know. We will correct it as soon as possible. Hopefully you'll have an opportunity over the next week or 2 weeks or so to have a meeting with your personal tutor, maybe to discuss options, but also talk to other students and find out, whether the module is something that corresponds with your interests and aptitudes. Right, I'm going to stop here because otherwise I will just rabbit on for ages. So that's it.